Hi, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to try something new. I didn't talk about this before, but this is the Perfector Sponge and this is the setting spray. And I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do a bunch of different things. And that's the whole point is I don't want anybody to be scared of doing something different. Okay, so I'm going to take a damp Perfector Sponge. I put it under the water and I really rinsed it out. It's got to be really super damp. And then I dried it with this cloth. So it's sort of just a little damp. And I'm going to spray this. So I've been seeing a lot of tutorials, and don't mind me when I start looking in other mirrors. It's just because I need a little help. I'm going to put setting spray first. Some people say that this helps the makeup stay longer, right? So I figured I would try it. Okay, it's a little wet. I like using this set. I've only used the setting spray with the Perfector Sponge after. This is now going to be before. I'm getting dry. Okay, now I am going to take the buff brush. I love the buff brush. And first I'm going to clean it because it's a little gross. I have the cleaner and I spray it. And then I just rub. Look at how much that just comes right off. What I love about the cleaner is that usually when you clean your brushes, if I ever remember, look at that. Okay, let's try this again. So that's gross. I very rarely remember. And then when I do, I have to wash them. Just one spray. Look at that. And they're wet. And I can't use them until they dry. But this, look at that. They're dry. You can use them right away. Okay, so it's cleaner, much cleaner, and wipe it off. And you don't use a lot of product, okay? Less is more, my friends. Less is more. So this is the thing. Don't be scared to experiment. So they just came out with different bronzers. Now, first of all, I never thought I could wear a bronzer. I'm like really pale. Casper the Friendly Ghost is like my relative. I come in two colors, burnt red and white. I don't even peel to tan when I burn in the summer. It's just red or white. And they came out with different, so I used Bella. I never thought about bronzer. And then I started using Bella bronzer, the only bronzer they had, and it was amazing. I was just mixing it, just giving a little bit of a glow. And then they came out with all these different new bronzer colors. So this is Tan Lines, and I'm mixing it with Versailles, which is another color right there. It's like the palest color you can have. Versailles and Tan Lines bronzer. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to use it like I use my main. So first, my main highlight, I'm going to use that together. First thing I'm going to do is, I have everything all over the place. Oh my goodness. The first thing I'm going to do is contour. If I can live to find my contour. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. All right, so I am going to take the detail brush and I'm going to contour first. My contour is Astoria. Okay, so I'm just gonna, it just helps give me some cheekbones. Again, don't be frightened that I'm like looking in other mirrors. And then I'm gonna put the contour at the top. Okay, and I'm going to the sides. You could do this with your finger. See how that just suddenly thins out my nose? And I don't feel it. Well, screw it. I'll put contour here. Whoa, look at that. You see that? I get all that redness. I have no idea where that's from. Look, so all of a sudden I contoured that jawline, right? All right, so now let's go back and into my main. It's going to be Versailles and bronzer, Tan Lines. And I'm going to literally, there's just mush, 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 mush. There's no rhyme or reason. There's mush, mush. See that? And it doesn't matter how much of each. It's not like, it's not a science. It's not a big deal. I'm going to blend it all in. Okay. And now I'm going to go into just Versailles. Just Versailles. You know what? I'm going to even show you. This is the other side of the detail brush. Just Versailles. See, it's a little dark because I had another color in there. And I'm going to do just a little, and I'm going to stipple. See that? I'm not going to sweep. I'm going to stipple. I'm going to also come down. I'll put Versailles as my brightener a little bit. Okay, that's it. That's it. I think I missed a spot. Then I'm going to pick a lip and cheek color. I've been doing Frenchie lately. So let's just stick with the Frenchie. And I am going to, again, I'm not even going to clean my brush. That is the detail brush, the other end. And I'm going to just put it right above. This looks ridiculous, right? The brushes do all the work for you, okay? I am going to take a blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to take the smaller side, and I am going to swipe everything in, just swirl it in. I like these like swirling motions. It will do all the work for you. Now, if you are already using Seint, a lot of times you have to change your colors. That's what happened. The winter came. When you get to this part of the contour, sweep down. The winter came, and my colors, not the winter, but the fall came, and they just had come out with tan lines and Versailles. I don't even know what possessed me to mix them. I think I saw somebody else do it, or I was like, you know, tan lines. Versailles I used by myself, and it was too light by itself. I was like, this is too light. And then I was like, well, let me try this bronzer. And because I think of this bronzer, like you wear it in the summer. It's all about just sun-kissed, you know. This is the other thing I want to show you. I don't prime. Somebody recently asked me if I prime my face with like primer. I don't. I'm going to take a little of that Versailles. I have these all over the place. A little bit of that Versailles. And I'm going to put it on my lid. And that is going to prime my lids without buying another product. I am all about use what you have. Everything can be used. Your contour, I'm going to show you how you can line your lips, and I'm not big at lining my lips. I'm real careful around my eyes. I am a mature lady, and I don't want a lot of product around my eyes and fine lines. It just accentuates them. There are no mistakes. I tend to over blend in my contour, although I think today I'm okay. But if I want to put in a little more, I just put in a little more, okay? There's no right, there's no wrong, okay? I'm just going to take a mirror because I am older and I can't see. And I'm just going to make sure. Look at that. I have no idea what that is on my neck. You know what I think that is? I think that's a seatbelt. All right. And look at that. And this is my main. And that was too light. I'm sorry, my highlighter and my bronzer put together. Completely different look, right? All right. Now I am going to do, and this is what I like to do. Now it's still damp. It still has a setting spray. Remember, we tried something new, and this is what I love. Sometimes I use too much product, and this Perfector sponge just takes it off without removing the makeup. Have you ever like tried doing this and then like you take off all your makeup and you're like, what did I just do that for? No, it's just an excess product. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now I'm going to take the multitasker brush and I'm going to take my contour, which is Astoria. And I'm going to, I never do this, but this is the night of doing things that you never do. I'm going to line my lips. I generally don't do this because I find I have pretty full lips as it is. But some say it helps. I don't know who these some people are, but people have said it helps, and this is the night to try different things, right? Let's take Desert Sunset. Okay, you can use your finger, but I'm going to use the other end, the multitasker. Do not be frightened. Okay, I'm going to show you something. These colors do not go on as you see them in the tin. You saw how fair I am. This is Astoria, right? You're like, wow, oh my God, that's going to be too much. This is Frenchie, what I put on my cheeks. Okay, again, you would think, I even line my lips with Astoria. It wasn't too much, right? I have a rose gold illuminator, and I have a powder illuminator. And as weird as it is, I'm going to show you on each cheek. This is the cream-based rose gold. And again, you're like, wow, is it going to come off like that? No, it's like translucent. Okay. And I put a little here, right? You could put a little here, put a little here. Okay. Now I'm going to switch over to the powder. Okay. This is the powder. Amazing. Look at that. So much different, right? So a lot of people will ask me, I'm going to take in a brush and I'm going to swirl that in. A lot of people ask me, what is the difference between the powder and the cream? Okay, so it's just like the way it looks like right there. The little shine. You see that? Okay, but you see I look like normal when I look this way at you. Okay, but it's a little shine. I find this to be a little more glamorous than this. I don't know why, but I guess not. So this is Glamazing. It is the powder illuminator. This is rose gold, and that is the cream illuminator. Now I'm going to show you an eyeshadow trick. This is a long tutorial, but I'm doing it all, right? So I am going to put on 3 colors, and like a sparkle, like a shimmer. And I'm going to start here, right, at the end, and I'm not going to go past the last lash. Keep it where you don't bring the eyeshadow all the way down here, because all it's going to do is make your eyes droop, and you want to give like an instant lift. So you're going to go from the darkest to the lightest. So I am going to use this brush. This is the eyeshadow brush, the more concise end, okay? And again, I'm going to need to look into another mirror, so don't be alarmed. I'm going to come here and I'm going to just do a vertical line. And don't worry, cream-based makeup is going to clean up nicely. I'm going to try to come over, especially if you have a hooded eyes, you have to be able to see, look at that, I got fallout. It is not a big deal. And in between, I'm going to use the cleaning tile because I'm going to be using different colors and I don't want to clean the brush constantly. If I can find it, because everything's all over the place here. Okay, so here's my cleaning tile. All right. So that is one color. I'm going to then do a second color. Wait, let me tell you what the colors are, okay? I just used Trust. This is Trust, okay? I'm going to go with browns today. The next color is going to be Labyrinth. Labyrinth, okay? And I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a second line. It's a little lighter. Yep. I'm making a mess. I don't care. I'm sloppy. Okay? Oh, man, am I sloppy. You have to see how sloppy this is. Look at this. I look like I got hit. I am so sloppy doing this, but that's okay. And then the other one is Chai. And I'm going to go in. You see, it's a lighter color. I'm going to make another line. This is horrible. Okay, but it goes to show you, hello, welcome to real life. Okay, I'm going to fix this so you don't have to worry. First, it's going to bother me terribly if I don't fix that bottom part. Look at that. Look at that. Wipes right off, right? As if it never happened. All right, now I'm going to take the fluffy end, okay? And you're saying, what a mess. You know what? I had to tell you, I'm saying this is a mess too. Windshield wiper back and forth, and blend, and blend. Just blend it all in. Now, I want this to be darker. I don't want to fully blend in the colors like too much. Okay? I just want to blend them in. I really have a lot of fixing to do. I'll tell you something. It's just very difficult to do this with this angle and with my mirror. All right. That is a mess. Holy crap. Don't you worry about a thing. I'm going to clean it up. First, I'm going to clean up here a little. And it's all cream-based. And remember, not only is it cream-based makeup, I primed my lids. So it really is all cream. Oh my gosh, I look like I got hit by something. I'm going to go back into my Versailles. And I'm going to brighten up. I'm going to brighten that all up. And I'm going to come here and really clean that up. You don't have to take your makeup off, okay? I know I made a mistake. I love it. I love making mistakes. Any other person would be like, all right, I'm going to stop filming. Nope. Nope. I'm a real person. I'm going to fix my mistake. I actually have a webinar tonight, where I'm talking about putting on eyeshadow. No, I'm just kidding. I was asked to talk, and so I need to look good. I'm going to take the fluffy end. I'm going to take Cupcake. And it is a light color. This is terrible. Right there. It's a light color. And I'm going to make my eyes pop a little bit up here. I always do it. Now I'm going to tell you another trick. It just cleans out that color a little. Makes it pop. Okay. You see that cleaned a little up. And I'm going to take my Illuminator. I'm going to take that Glamazing. No, Glamazing is going to be too much. I'm going to take Rose Gold, and I'm just going to, you see how that cleared that up? Rose Gold. Okay. I'm going to take my smudge brush, see? And I'm going to clean this up just a little further, okay? I just want a subtle look. And I would like a shimmer. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to pick shimmer. I'm going to pick Riviera. Okay. And I find the shimmers, don't bother with the brush. Put it on your finger. They stick much better. And I'm going to clean that up right in the inner corner and make it sort of pop a little. It lightens it up. After that fiasco, you can fix anything, okay? There's no mistakes. There's no mistakes. You can fix. I'm here to tell you, you can fix anything, okay? Do not be scared to try something new. I just tried like 3 new things tonight with you, and it's all good, right? It's all good. I'm just doing a smudge brush a little, smudge that in. I need a little mascara. That is the only thing Seint does not sell. I use, like a lot of people, Thrive Cosmetics. I love their mascara. You know, a lot of people, I don't have like really great, gorgeous eyelashes. A lot of people do a lot of different things. I just find sometimes that I put a coat on and I let it sit. And then I put another coat. This is what I love. I need eyeliner. I'm going to go back in to my eyeshadows. They are liners. And I'm going to go back into that Trust. And I am going to take the multitasker that I was using, the little end, and I'm just, this opens up. instead of having to buy all sorts of different colors of eyeliner, every single color that you have as eyeshadow can be eyeliner. And it's just one product. And it's multi-uses. Again, clean up here and sweep up. We don't want eyeshadow coming down here because it's going to drop your eyes, okay? You want it up. Always sweep up and clean up, okay? So we have finished our look. We are ready. If you want to fill in your brows, you can use your contour color. Again, multi-use. And this is just an easy breezy look. The makeup, no makeup look, but most importantly, this is the one thing I want you to take away from Seint Makeup. You can mix and match. And there's no wrong. And there's absolutely no mistakes. Because even if you hate it, what's the worst? So you wash your face and you start over. But the fact is, with this cream-based makeup, you can make as many mistakes as you want and fix it as you go. That's what I love because, hey, listen, every single day it's a learning process and failure fuels success. And every single day I want to try something new. So when you mix things and you try things and you do different things, you may find something you love. Make sure, if I've helped you, to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and to follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff. And please leave a comment below. If you haven't tried Seint Makeup yet, I'm your girl, okay? So definitely fill out the jot form and I would give you a free color match. I'm telling you, you have nothing to lose. They have a great return policy and you won't need it. I'm telling you, you are going to love the makeup.